From sea to shining sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JK
Australia, let us rejoice.
What is something that you saw once and it blew your mind?
Ooh.
The first time? Titties, dude.
Really? Wait, when's the first time you saw those? Or
Like in a Playboy or real life?
Nah, real life.
I don't think anything is compared to that.
tell us
The first time?
Yeah, the first time.
what's your real life titty time?
Yeah, how did you see him for the first time other than, well, probably under your mom's shirt, probably a lot, huh?
Yeah, I was sucking them teats, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, still thinking about your sisters, by the way.
Were you laying under the sink just looking up and then them fins moving around?
The sink.
Laying under the sink, yeah, because you know your mom's...
She's washing dishes?
Well, yeah, between her legs.
What am
you're
I, a
looking up-
plumber?
No, you're looking up between her legs and you can see up her shirt little bit.
What kind of real ass fantasy are you having right now?
Jesus.
Taking you to my thoughts.
That's kind of fun. That's a good visual.
It's a good angle.
Yeah. Are we really diving into this? Okay,
Yeah.
so you know that first time that you don't just like, it's not like your girlfriend or whatever just like flashes you boobs, right? I mean, I feel like that happens in like PE actually. But first, you know, like you sneak out of your house, it's semi late at night, and then you're like making out and everything. Everybody just makes out for like 6 hours straight. And then from there, it's like you finally get that pass to like touch them. Or like slip the hand under the shirt. First you're like rubbing the skin on the belly.
Big
and
moment.
then as it gets there, you're touching the
Skin on the
underpit.
belly.
You know the underpit?
Yeah.
When you tap the underpit and then it's like not a no.
It's a
so
way
you-
of saying is this okay?
Yeah, it's totally saying
And you're
is it
kind of
okay?
like,
Yeah.
Can I move along?
And then it gets a little bit higher, and then you press and graze the areola, and everything's like fire, and you're trying to like maintain the fact that you don't have like the biggest boner you've ever had in your life.
yeah, you're trying to come. Trying to come number 4, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's a tough time.
Biting your lip. Trying to focus, dude.
And then eventually it comes that moment where everything is okay. So then like she takes it off, and then you have to pretend like you don't want to just be like. You have to keep your cool.
Now you go in and fucking buffet.
A lot of composure.
I'll never forget those areolas.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Areolas are cool.
That is very mind blowing
Or-
first time, man.
When this is happening and you're like 13 and you're like where the fuck are they?
Well, it's because his name is Matt for
What the
you.
fuck is going on? What the fuck is this absolute fucking scam?
Yeah.
So are you telling me it's just a bra?
You just got in too early, dude.
It's just a bra?
Got in too early.
That's all it is, huh? They look so different.
You should have been sexually inactive like the rest of us.
What'd you do?
What are you using the new fucking push-up bra for?
Yeah, you should have.
You're
You
a
should have been
dude.
abstinent like the rest of us.
Doing this.
Yeah, involuntarily.
That was such a scam, dude. That was my first scam. First time I got scammed.
You're
Dude.
just too cool, too young.
That's scam.
That blew your mind?
Yeah. That blew my mind.
How far back we are? Anytime?
Anytime.
Anytime, dude.
Anytime.
Whoa,
Unless you're going
this
before your birth.
crazy.
Here, I'll give you an example.
All right. What did you see that was crazy?
I think you guys are gonna like this one. This one blew my fucking mind.
If cheetahs are known to be the fastest animal in the animal kingdom, then why are we measuring our cars in horsepower?
So stupid.
I love these videos, dude.
Disco.
The scum.
It's a scum.
It's scum. So they just have a fake podcast, so they have fake premises.
Horsepower actually is a little hard to understand. When you read how they calculate it, I still don't get it.
Yeah, because not all horses run at the same speed.
It's like the
I
amount
know
of
what it
horses.
is.
It's not a speed thing though, right?
Wasn't it torque?
It's kind of like a torque thing.
Yeah, it's
torque is more pounds of pressure, right? Horsepower is more like the amount of horses that were like put in front of a carriage in order to like pull a thing.
Yeah.
Right. And then cheetahs are speed, but speed can only are a top end
I think
speed.
the idea of us trying to find the right answer is a really stupid part of this.
No, it's
video.
not.
I think we should agree. I think we should just be like,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Move on.
It's a scam.
I thought we were gonna do 20 minutes on that.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay with you guys.
What's your mind blowing moment that you felt like you had to go really far back for?
No, I was just wondering.
It's a random question.
I find more interesting stuff now these days. You know what I mean?
Like what? Something recent? You have a recent one?
Sick.
All right.
Yeah, the freaking when the Russians dropped fucking what do you call it? I forgot what kind of bombs there were, but you know, it looked like fireworks, but then it started raining down, and everyone's like, "Oh, run away from cluster bombs!"
Oh, you're talking about Iron Man's Jericho.
No, but the fact that those things are so hot, if it touches your skin, it just obliterates your skin.
Is that like napalm stuff?
Not napalm. The napalm was more like a fire, but it just looked
Fucking
like,
acid rain.
it looked like an acid rain.
Purple Rain?
That blew my mind because I was like, yo, what in the world? They have so much shit that we don't even know about, and they're using it against human beings right now. This is insane.
To piggyback off Subi, I've been watching a ton of drone footage. That is crazy, bro.
Oh,
Because you put me on that.
Yes, sir.
And now I can't stop seeing it, and
I
I'm
got a
like,
great
yo, this is
Discord
gonna
page.
change how wars are being fought.
And almost every time you see those drone things when they blow up someone up, the dude is already has no gun and he's just like, please no, and they still do it. It's crazy.
Insane.
It's sad.
And like the fact that they have video footage of somebody like right before they're gonna die, that is also like
They have
really chilling, bro. Like,
insane, yeah.
and I couldn't stop watching it, but it was just one of those things where I was like, I just was fascinated by it.
Is that the new Faces of Death?
Well, it's kind of it's fascinating too because it's like when you see the reality of war. Like if you're watching
For real, that's what it really is.
yeah, war footage on Telegram, it'll dispel your idea that like, oh, everything is like rules of engagement and it's like Geneva Conventions and all this like
there's no rules, dude.
No, dude, they're fucking taking dudes out that have nothing. They can't even affect you anymore. They're just like begging for their lives. It's
And
insane.
then that's when you watch that shit, and then you become like, oh, I know why people are saying love is love, dude. We should stop fighting wars. You see stuff like that enough, you're just like, oh,
I would love to, but I feel like those are the first people to get droned.
exactly.
That's why the 60s happened, though.
Yeah,
Because the 40s were so fucking rough and 30s.
back to back.
Yeah, dude. So the 60s were just all those people, like, their kids and shit
response.
growing up and being like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it too.
I
now.
fucking get it.
Do you know what's really mind blowing is when I saw somebody get shot. Is the first time that this was, and it was a crazy time because I was already, I think 22, and a shitload of people were there. Do you remember Century Club?
Oh yeah.
It was like
Century Club.
It was like a wannabe like nice club, but it was actually ghetto as hell. In 2005, the entire cast of So You Think You Could Dance decided to go to Century Club while filming the show.
Wow.
And then when we were leaving, a guy who had gotten kicked out just walked back to the guard who kicked him out at the front, and he shot him like point blank in his chest.
Was he
And just-
Asian?
I don't know.
Oh.
He just like shot him and walked away. Like, and everyone just had to watch him walk away.
Yo.
Yeah, and everybody like ducked down and we looked, and the dude is just chilling, walking away. They didn't, no one chased him or nothing. And I think that's the reality of.
That guy die?
I don't know if he died, but it was on the news and everything. But then I think in my mind I had always assumed that when shit like that happened, all these people would spring into action and things would get real and dudes that were carrying, you know, like, but that didn't happen for shit. Everybody just let the dude go, and they were just like, nobody stepped in. And it was like that, I feel like, is more often what happens.
They just go and then that's it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's pretty much like a useless situation because
Don't want to get shot.
You don't have other security guards going pew 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 pew, and then a guy comes out of his car and going.
because I think I think it's like whenever I see comments and everyone sees them of like watching a thing like this happen and going, dude like me would have stepped in and tackled the guy. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm sure a lot of people at the front of this club could have done that.
Yeah.
And for sure, working together, everyone could have.
No.
But people start to think when you see it in front of you, like, I want to get home. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, there's a life I would like to live, you know?
And there's always a comment going, that's why in California you need a CCW.
Yeah, I just don't think the reality
Get
is
revoked.
Everyone thinks that they're going to be Michael Jackson in that video where he's got the gun and the guy, and Michael Jackson just lowers the gun.
Come on, man.
puts a flower in the fucking barrel.
Best.
Yeah, it's just like that blew my mind that like from then on I was like, yeah, it's not really like that. And and before that I was always like, yeah, I wish that would happen around me. Fucking yeah, but it's stupid. Who wants to like be the first person to do it?
Nah.
Maybe if one guy did, then it would be like a pile
in the
of
back.
Chain reaction.
But it's the
It's
reality.
like talking shit on the internet, though, right? Like it's like what Mike Tyson said. He's like, if anybody said it to my fucking face, like they'll never say it to my face.
Right? Yeah.
There's such a wistful tone about
I
it.
love his fucking Tyson, dude.
That's probably why I have like a chip on my shoulder about.
He's like, it's a wistful pain. He's like,
Remember when he socked up that kid in the airplane?
oh yeah, dude, he's just beating his fucking head in.
Asking for a picture like that. I'm working on it. He kept trying to take pictures of me from behind. No, that sounds like a.
And I'm like, I'm a person. I'm a human being.
That is pretty scary. I think it's mind blowing when you see that the first time.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for me it was like hearing gunshots in a place that you weren't supposed to hear them, and then everybody fucking scattered. Especially as like a young high schooler, you're like, oh, I can't believe that.
I didn't think it would blow my mind. It's not like the shooting part. It's the seeing everybody look at each other.
Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. It's seeing everybody just going like this,
Like,
and no one's doing anything, and the dude's just like, bye bye.
Gets in his car,
He's
leaves.
not even run. Yeah, he got caught, but like he didn't run.
That's some ice cold killer shit, though. You know,
Yeah.
like you see a guy just stand up
Yeah.
and just shoot somebody.
He was just probably embarrassed and trying to look cool.
The guy who shot the guy.
The guy who shot the guy.
Why would he be embarrassed?
He looked pretty cool though.
Because he's getting kicked out in front of hella people, and you're like, what?
Oh, so save face. He shot him.
Right, you just say, motherfucker, you know who I am, and boom! Yeah, he looked gangster and cool, but at the end of the day, shit, he was just embarrassed.
That's true.
Ego.
Related thought: when I saw Hook when I was a kid and Peter Pan started flying, I was like, that's the most insane shit I ever saw.
There you go.
That is pretty similar feeling.
It blew my mind.
It's almost the same.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, he's like,
Did you try to fly after that, and then you fell and hurt
oh yeah,
yourself?
every kid in the whole world did. Every kid jumped off their couch or jumped off a fucking pole or,
I remember that was a big thing of like, don't jump off your roof with an umbrella,
Stop
like
jumping
Mary
off.
Poppins, like that type of shit. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, don't try to act like it.
Fucking.
I jumped off an electric transformer with an umbrella one time.
God.
Well, it was like one of those boxes,
Yeah.
But when you're a kid,
Oh, the electric box.
yeah, electric boxes. When you're a kid, you're like, this is pretty high up. It's a little dangerous.
I'm up here.
My uncle was like, yeah, you shouldn't watch too many movies. You're going to get influenced. And I'm like, why? He goes, when I was young, and this is me in elementary school. I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade. He was like, when I was little, like your age, I watched Superman. And me and my friends believed we could fly. So I went to the top of my house and we all jumped and we all broke our bones. And I'm like, then you guys were idiots. Because I'm like, I'm fucking 2nd grade and I know not to do
That
that.
happens at every school, though. Isn't there always a kid at every school
Yeah.
that shows up in a wheelchair with both casts on their
Because
legs?
they thought they were Superman and shit.
They're like, what happened? It's like they tried to jump and just pull off the
And
roof.
everyone's like, you're a moron. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you think
That kid
people
didn't
were-
think he could fly. He was just trying to do a sick dive. It's always rough when they think they can fly. That's the worst one.
Funny that the same uncle that told you don't watch movies that influence you showed you a Yakuza boss fucking his minion.
And he goes, you still want to join a gang? I'm like, dude, you are a fucking idiot. Like, and you think everyone was as dumb as you. It's like, that's funny.
By the way, if you can fly, you can just go up. You don't have to start going.
That's why we
It's
were
like, why did you have to jump from the house, like the roof? He convinced his buddies to jump from a roof.
You gotta get a head start
You
though.
guys
You
are
know?
fucking
Why do you have
morons.
hang glider properties?
He wasn't running fast enough.
You can only slide down.
You could have started like normal kids and started with the couch. You could have, maybe upgraded to
How about hover?
yeah, a little bit. Like, why did you have to start from the roof?
Lateral flying.
Off of a couch and like he felt like he caught 1 millisecond of air.
I think I got it.
Or do you think afterward he's like, wow, I can't fucking fly. This is kind of crazy.
But my favorite thing about him is he really believes everyone's as dumb as him. So he's like, I
you
gotta
gotta watch
warn
out
them.
for him, yeah.
They're gonna be like me.
Yeah.
So good.
Poor guy.
That's like all the scared straight guys who go to prisons.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're going to end up like me.
And then we're like, no, you're stupid.
You'll never do any of this shit you're doing. He's like, I was selling cigarettes when I was your age. I'm like, I guess that's a checkbox for me. I'm doing pretty good so far.
Have you seen that skit where they try to do Scared Straight today? But all the kids that are in there have already killed somebody.
No, really?
Yeah, it's like a skit, and then the dude's like trying to scare him. He's like, and then the kid's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I killed somebody already," and he's like, "What? Why?" And the kids all caught him lacking, and then the dude goes to the host. He's like, "Man, they should be in there, not me."
That's funny.
I've been to one of the Scare Straight programs in Sacramento. Yeah.
No way, dude.
Yeah,
What
I
was
got-
your experience?
I swear to God, I have like hella proof. I have like 4 parents who can literally prove it. But I went because
Call 'em right
we
now.
just got caught with smoking weed.
Oh, and they put you in Scared Straight for that?
My friend's mom did, cause my friend's mom, she was just like so against that. But when we got caught with smoking weed,
Well, back then they treated weed like it was crack.
Yeah, literally.
So,
They called it dope.
but then the grandma knows a bunch of correctional officers, and they let us in, and then they gave us the whole rundown of Natomas prison. We went to Natomas prison.
How was it? What was it like?
That shit was scary. I'm not gonna lie. The gate opens, immediately you feel the energy, and then you hear everyone. "Ah!" It was just like a whole 3-story cell. Everyone's yelling at you, and you just gotta look straight. And that time,
Like a movie where they're like, "Ooh, fresh meat! Ooh, let me at him! Hold my pockets, boy!"
It was, because at that time my hair, half of it was blonde and half of
I like the blonde one. Give me the blonde one over
Bro,
here.
and
Hey, dirty hair to the right.
dude, hey,
I like brunettes.
we were taught to look straight, follow the lead. And we had to just keep walking. That shit was scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you say your mind was blown at that time?
No, I was just scared shitless. It wasn't even mind blowing.
Different,
It was
huh?
just like, what the fuck?
Because you knew what you were.
I was like, no, I
walking
ain't never
into.
doing shit again. This is stupid.
Suddenly, my titty example seems so
Titty
shallow.
tip was pretty good.
Yeah, your titty was pretty low, bro. It was weak, though.
It's
I don't know
real.
if there's like a jail like in Long Beach or something near like a bay, but I have this memory of like being in junior high and we were on this boat trip. And while we were on this like the bay area, there's like a fence, and all these inmates just came and like started harassing our boat. They're like, "Hey, you want to end
damn.
up here? You could be my girlfriend. You could be my." They were just talking all this fucking
Like Oprah?
They were fucking, and we were just like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Hey, you want to fucking end up here? Yeah, come in here, man. You could be my girlfriend." Ah, and then like,
Yeah.
Why are they trying to
just
scare you
like
so much? If they
crazy.
want a girlfriend so bad, they shouldn't scare you so much.
And then we're just looking at each other like, and then they'll be like calling you out, "Hey, you with a bald head, you want to be a gangster? Well, you could come in." And then I'm like, "Damn, what the fuck?" These grown ass like buff dudes just fucking yelling at a bunch of junior high kids.
Damn.
But I'm like, looking back now, I'm like, I wonder if that was their thing of like, hey, I'm doing good in the world. I'm scaring these fucking little kids not to be punks.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably helpful.
Or they're all pedos.
Or they wanted to make you their girlfriend. Yeah.
Cause don't they like fuck up pedos? So maybe they protect. Well, they do that scare straight all the time.
Maybe you're hella hot though.
That's true scare straight. They put you in the pedo ward.
Oh, and it's real.
Yeah, but chomos don't survive in jail.
You think they have their own unit though, but I guess not.
Nah.
They get mixed with their.
What's a chomo?
Chomo
Child
is...
molester.
It's a cholo molester.
Hey, what's up?
Well, that's why people always trip. You know when they say, hey, a sexual predator or whatever, you guys only get 2 or 3 years in jail. Everyone's like, that's it? That's it? But it's because majority of the time, those guys won't survive those 2
Then how do they always come out?
Yeah. Why are they on Amber's Law?
My freaking Megan's Law.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Amber Alert.
No, there's a guy in my neighborhood who got released on parole
Megan's
after he did that to a kid.
The
for
dude that terrorized your neighborhood when you were a
Exactly,
kid.
That's what I'm talking
Because the
about.
guys who let them out are also chomos.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole system.
It's a chomo.
Cops are chomos?
No, not
Judges?
the judges,
The judges?
DAs.
Why would they let them out though? Because then they're just like thinning the field.
Yeah. That's more competition.
Listen,
That's like letting guys in the club. You don't want to do that.
You gotta get those numbers low.
because the government has chomos.
Yeah, they're full of them. Huh?
They're full of them. Because that one dude who just got caught.
My first like wow moment, and this is like where
Bring
like,
it back.
huh? When I'm like realizing like, oh, I'm at a point of privilege and shit like that is like, so my church sent us out to go help build churches in Thailand, right? And we went to these Hmong villages, and it's the first time when I saw a child soldier. And then so me and a bunch of our church members were like told to just stay in this house. And then our pastor and then the village leader, these guys came in trucks, and then they all came out. They had guys our age, 13, 14, and adults. But like I was just looking at the people our age, and they just had fucking guns, like just strapped up, walking around. They're just looking at all the little fucking homes and stuff like that. One of the girls of our church was going to the bathroom, and this like couple of them just kept trying to fucking look over the brick thing of the outhouse so they could see her pee or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they were just like
That's down bad.
I was just looking at the holes like, what the fuck? This is fucking crazy, right? And then they walked by the house that we were in and they're just trying to look inside. And then I was just like, looking at them like, what the fuck? Like, you and me, we're like, this could have been like, I could have been you. Like, that's the first thing I thought is like, I am so fucking lucky. Because this guy is like, why is he here? Like, he's like 13 with a gun. And then I think they made a negotiation or whatever to like pay him off or whatever, and then they left. And I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. But it was like a flash of like, how come I'm like traveling and at this point of like, I'm just helping these folks, but then like I was born in this situation. And I think it just kind of rocked my idea of like, how come they were born here and I'm born here?
Yeah.
How old were you when you first had a gun?
When I first like bought one,
Yeah.
it was in high school, like maybe 15 or 16.
And you bought one on the street?
Yeah.
So just a couple years.
Well, actually, I traded it. I used to sell weed.
A couple years later.
So then they gave me.
Crazy.
So
I'm gonna double down on this child soldier stuff.
well, it came out of luck. Cause he was like, "Hey, I don't have any money, but I have this revolver. Can you buy me? Can I give you? Can I trade it for an ounce of weed?" And I was like, "Well, shit, yeah, I probably need a gun." So I got one, and then later I was like, "I don't know if this is dirty. Like, if it." So I just sold it to another guy.
How come you didn't just go to Walmart? Because it's so fucking easy to buy guns in America.
Yeah, like in the movies.
Crazy how
Walk into
Walmart
Walmart,
had
big
sell
lots.
guns and ammo.
At 16.
Big lots.
You guys are so hardcore. My next example would have been seeing a whale on whale watching.
Dude, that whale's sick. That's crazy,
right?
Yeah, when it breached.
Yeah.
Shit blew my mind. I saw a whale push a beach ball four fucking stories high.
Yeah, that's sick.
Incredible.
No, that's dope.
I got you beat. I saw
You'll
Shamu
probably
in
never be the
elementary
same
school.
after that.
Joe, to
Probably
answer,
change you forever.
to answer your question, at that age, why that kid had an AK and you're traveling? You know what the answer is?
What?
America,
Tell
America, God shed
His grace on me.
Wait, let him finish the song.
And crown thy good with brotherhood.
These parts, remember.
From sea to shining sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to J.
Can't cut the fucking cameras.
Australia, let us rejoice.